Hello, welcome to the Moon Scarab channel. My name is Ramon. This is an off-topic video. What I mean is, I'm not going to talk about tarot, divination, or other esoteric topics. I'm going to give you a break today. I don't often have time to invest on doing art, but most of the time I have the necessity, the need to be able to express myself, and I do it in different ways. As a Gemini that I am, I love photography, cooking, art, traveling, video editing, divination, science, etc., etc. I'm not trained. I'm a self-taught artist, I guess, if that's the right word. And I want to share with you today. First, I want to talk about what is art. A lot of people are afraid to enjoy art because they think they don't understand what art is. They think that art is looking at a painting with a vase and a flower, and most of the time they can't understand what is it that the art is saying. But we have to understand that art is more than that. The way a table is designed, the way a shoe is created, the way a song is written, the way this phone that I'm recording with was designed, everything is art. It's a human expression in which we transmit to the physical world a lot of our emotional feelings. So you really don't have to be trained to be able to do artwork. We're doing art every day in the way we serve a plate, in the way we dress. Everything is art. So that's my definition, that's my perception. So through my artwork, I try to express ideas or things, or most of the time I don't have anything planned. I sort of like have a rough idea, and as I'm going through the process, things come to light. It's like when I'm editing a video, I sort of like have a rough idea, what is it that I want to do? And then through the process, I start to discover some things. And like 75% of the time, the end result is totally different from what I envisioned. Like the art itself, or I'm more like a medium to this thing that's coming out. Anyhow, I'm going to show you some art pieces. I've been doing art for maybe about 15 years. I do it on different periods of time. Sometimes I start an art piece and I don't touch it for months, and then I go back and I see something totally different, something emerges, and I like doing it that way. I take it, work on it, I leave it, I let it breathe, then I go back and continue working on it. I like doing mixed media, so I mix acrylic paint, sometimes with paper and different other materials. I do some digital art as well. Not everything is on a canvas, but I'm going to share it with you. All right? Hope you enjoy it. So I wanted to start with this piece. The name of this piece is Toro, which is Spanish for bull. This piece was created in 2014, and it's a mixed media artwork. It's a combination of acrylic paint and hand-cut paper. I wanted to use the image of the bull, which represents to me a combination of strength and will. The background is very fiery. I used this technique of solid and see-through, which represents to me the combination of what's visible, in the case the solid, and what's not visible, which although it's not seen, it makes part of the whole of who we are. This piece is 24 inches by 18, and it's painted on a cradled wood board. It's not canvas, it's wood. I love this piece. It's one of the very few art pieces that I've kept. A lot of them I've given away, but I always hold on to this because I think it's a powerful image. This next piece I want to show you is titled The Universe Within. This is one of my oldest pieces. Originally, I did this piece as a digital image back in 1999, and it wasn't until 2012 when I decided to actually paint it. Believe it or not, this painting took me 7 years to make, to complete, and it wasn't because it was a difficult painting. It was that I did the image, and a lot of the art pieces that I work on, I start them, I work on them, I leave them, I take them back again, and then it gets to the point when I feel that it's finished. In this case, I worked on this piece and I sort of like let it be. I didn't feel like working on it for several years. And it wasn't until 2019 that I actually finished it. And the only thing that it was almost complete. The only thing that changed it, that made me feel that it was complete, it was a couple of brush strokes here. That's when I felt that it was finished. And I always wondered, why did it took an artist 2, 3 years, 5 years to do a painting? That was the case with this painting. It's one of my favorites, and being my first painting, I definitely kept it. It's very special to me. So you see a contrast here of two different worlds. A very peaceful universe in here. There's an image of a beach with a beautiful sky and clouds, but then on the outside you have this chaos. It's like this timeless place, and it's that contrast of two different universes. I love eyes. I've done other art pieces with the imagery of the eye. I don't know, there's something powerful about the imagery. It's acrylic. This is 100% acrylic. It's 18 inches by 18. Yeah, and then you have, I don't know, it feels weird sometimes with that eye staring back at you, but yeah, this is my first painting. I wanted to share it with you. This piece over here is a little bit difficult to film because it has a really glossy surface. So it reflects the light. So if you see some white spots over here, it might be the light. This piece is called Astral Phenomena. I made it in 2018. It's mixed media. So it's a combination of acrylic paint with paper. And it portrays this woman in an ecstasy of being in an astral projection. So you see her with her beautiful pink hair. There's a universe here that emanates all these rays and energy, cosmic energies. You see some planets over here and some photons around her. It's a layered piece. So I painted first the background. Some of the parts of the body are painted. The other parts are hand-cut paper, just like with the Toro piece. And I'll show you a close-up of it. Once it was done, I covered it in acrylic resin. So it has that appearance of glass, but at the same time, it protects all the layers that are in that piece. I love this piece also. It's very special to me, and I'm gonna show a close-up of it. All right, this next piece I want to show you, it's a high gloss piece too. It's even glossier than the one before. I did this piece in 2014. It's mixed media. It's called the Immaculate Zygote. What's a zygote? Zygote is the product when two gametes unify. What's a gamete? It's specifically a sperm and the ova. So I don't need to be disrespectful for anybody's religious belief, but it's not made in that sense. It's a combination of religion and science. So we see portraits of Jesus when the angel announced Mary that she was pregnant. We see portraits of Jesus when he was born, with his disciples in the cross. So this piece, what it does, it represents that moment when of conception. So there's the sphere of the ova and all these like ray emanating from them. It's a moment for me of transformation from being just a cell into that thing that is a human being, which was what Jesus was when he was on earth, according to the scriptures. And what it represents is transformation. And it just doesn't stay there. We go through transformation our whole lives.
physically, emotionally, mentally, even at death and after death. So this is really a snapshot of the transformation that we all go through, because this is not just on Jesus, this is on all of us. I'm gonna do a close-up of it. So it looks glossy because the whole idea is to make it look wet, the interior of the body. It's a dark red, almost burgundy. It's like a really dark burgundy, and gold, which represents holiness. Again, this piece is not meant to offend everybody. On the contrary, it's a celebration of that part of humanity that Jesus had that we never see. Lastly, I want to show you some other artworks that I've done. There's a combination of pieces that I no longer have because I made them for other people or I gave them away, but I still kept images. You'll see on the description of each art piece what type of material it is, if it's a physical artwork. I'm going to share with you also some digital ones, which obviously the only way to display it is on a screen. And some photos and stuff. I appreciate very much you sticking through this whole video to see some of my pieces and share with me that moment. Just talking about it brings back a lot of memories, and I hope it inspires you to do artwork. Like I said, art is everything. Art is anything that is part of a human expression. Don't feel that you don't have skills to do an art piece. You can definitely do it. It's your expression. Nobody needs to validate it. It's the way you express with your skills, your thoughts, your vision of the world. And I encourage you to do some. Share it with me too. I would love to see it. Thank you very much. Blessings to all. And I'll see you in another esoteric topic. Bye.
If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And click the subscribe button for more future videos about tarot, divination, and other esoteric topics.